Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We often heard that in the scriptures, there's a lot of ways how to deal and how to pray to the Lord, to Krishna. There's a lot of practices also that give the perception that the Supreme is just the order taker. Sabi nga ng mga ibang saintly person, don't make God your waiter. You can just order whatever you want. Or don't make him just like a doormat. In doormat kasi, you just go, rub your shoes there, leave the dirt, then go out again. Tapos pagbalik mo sa bahay, linisin mo na yung soil sa shoes mo para tagalinis lang ng, ng sapatos. He's more than that. Hindi rin siya light, hindi rin siya nothingness. So, the Supreme is a person, Supreme person. And we have a lot of creative ways how to deal with him. And may mga special relationships din sa kanya. Kung napapansin nyo, or kapag binasa nyo dun sa introduction ng Bhagavad Gita, there are rasas na or mellows regarding Krishna and yung mga individual souls. The topic for today is how to be Krishna's friend. And this is very special kasi hindi na basta-basta in own reverence lang yung isang soul kay Krishna. Hindi lang din naman palagi kailangan ganon. You can be Krishna's friend. You can open up kay Krishna. You can tell him what you want, what you like, yung desires mo, or your frustration mo. Pwede naman talaga yun kay Krishna para talagang kaibigan mo siya. Actually, talagang kaibigan mo siya. And may advantage din yon. Bakit kailangan natin i-build yung relationship kay Krishna in a next level compared dun sa talagang own reverence lang. Tapos malayong-malayo lang talaga si Krishna. And actually, mas gusto ni Krishna na may gano'n tayong relationship sa kanya. Now, we will start yung new chapter sa Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, entitled Transcendental Knowledge. Previously, we discussed about duties. Diba? Yung mga duty ng isang soul. Tapos, kailangan natin gawin. Then, kailangan din na yung intention natin is trying to serve, not just meron tayong reciprocation na inaantay, pero gusto natin na mag-serve kay Krishna, gawin yung mga duties natin to serve Krishna. And tinanong ni Arjuna, ano yung pwedeng maging hindrance sa pag-serve kay Krishna? Sabi ni Krishna, this is the hindrance. It is lost only, O Arjuna. So very significant yon kasi this chapter, Transcendental Knowledge, ikakwento ni Krishna kay Arjuna, paano maiwasan yon? Kailangan mo ng knowledge, di ba? Para mas makontrol mo yung mind mo. Para mas makontrol yung senses mo. So, paano mo maiiwasan yon is through knowledge. And ito yon, transcendental knowledge. Kinakwento na ni Krishna kay Arjuna. Paano? Nag-start yung conversation nila, in-establish ni Krishna yung lineage ng knowledge na yun. Paano napapass down? Paano napapasa yung mga knowledge from him papunta sa current situation nila. And even sa atin, madadamay tayo doon. Paano napapasa sa atin? It's called the parampara. Chapter 4, Transcendental Knowledge, Text 1. The personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vivashvan. And Vivashvan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. So ito yung history ng Bhagavad Gita, paano napasa. Bhagavad Gita is eternal. Ever since andun yung Bhagavad Gita. Pero this time, kwento ni Krishna, yung specific na pagpasa ni Krishna in this millennium. So this millennium lang. Other millenniums, may mga Bhagavad Gita rin. Sabi nga, every day ni Lord Brahma, bababa si Krishna, mag-incarnate siya. And yung everyday ni Lord Brahma is 100,000 years niya would be equivalent to millions and trillions of years. Actually, more than pa nga eh. So every millennium means yung 4 yugas. Treta, Dwapara, and, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali Yuga. So ayun yung millennium. So every millennium, binibigay rin ni Krishna yung knowledge. So this time, ito yung sabi ni Krishna, binigay niya sa Sun God. Kaya sabing this millennium din, kasi this millennium, yung Sun God is, name niya Vivashvan. Yan. Tapos pinasa niya sa kay Manu. So Manu is a progenitor. Siya yung mga unang mga human beings to progenate, pero empowered din sila. Then of course, si Manu, pinasa dun sa isang king, emperor, Ikshvaku. If you would read the purport, in-emphasize ni Srila Prabhupada na yung kings of the planets meant sila for protection ng inhabitants. And so yung royal order na yon, naiintindihan nila yung scriptures. Ang qualification para maging emperor, kailangan din silang saintly person, maging saintly person. Tinatawag silang Raja Rishis. Now, hindi natin pwede compare na, bakit yung mga leaders natin ngayon, hindi sila saintly? Well, ito yung qualification ng Kali Yuga. Hindi na qualified yung mga leaders. May traces, of course, pero hindi katulad nung before na Raja Rishi sila. Alam nila yung knowledge, alam nila yung Bhagavad Gita. Kasi nga kailangan na i-protect yung mga citizens. At the same time, duty din nila na alagaan yung scriptures na matutunan ng mga citizens, ng mga tao. Ang gandang responsibilities, di ba? Hindi ka lang just a king to rule, but you have to take care of their spiritual lives as well. Ayun talaga yung role ng isang leader, ng isang king. Na ma-make sure niya, holistically, spiritually, na nag-a-advance yung mga sinasakupan niya, yung mga subordinates niya. So, pinapasa-pasa yung knowledge from kings to the next king. Of course, ganoon din yung guru to the disciples. This is what you call parampara or the lineage. If you would see sa introduction ng Bhagavad Gita, there is also lists ng mga parampara dito, ng mga personalities sa parampara. So, very long introduction yan. At the end, makikita nyo ito. So, yung mga prominent na personalities nandito. And this is from Krishna to Brahma. And this time, si Krishna, kinukwento niya, yung pinasa niya at that certain millennium. Kinukwento niya kaagad yung legitimacy ng knowledge. And of course, again, babalikan natin dito yung sinasabi ni Srila Prabhupada na sobrang importante yung mga kings. Kasi, or hindi lang kings, actually, executive heads of all states. Galing ni Prabhupada, no? Ni-specify niya kasi mas relatable to with this age. Intended talaga sila to spread the science of Krishna consciousness so that people may take advantage of this great science and pursue a successful path utilizing the opportunity of the human form of life. Kailangan hindi masayang yung human form of life. Ayun yung sinisituit ng mga leaders. So, bira kayo maging tao, bira tayo maging tao, ayun yung isip nila. So, bawal natin aksayin. So, sa last paragraph, makita natin may computation pa si Prabhupada dito ng numbers of years, millions of years, kung gaano katagal na. So, sabi dito Prabhupada, Gita was spoken at least 120,400,000 years ago for this millennium. So, pinasa siya. From Krishna to Vivashvan, napasa-pasa siya. Tapos ngayon, kinukwento uli ni Krishna. Text 2. The Supreme Science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appeared to be lost. So, sabi nga natin, because of the degradation ng yugas, yung mga tao na nagiging degraded din. Yung mga leaders nagiging degraded din. So, yung pag-pass down ng knowledge ng Bhagavad Gita, ng scriptures, ng words ni Krishna, nadidegrade din, nawa-watered down, or nagiging, or parang nagdi-disappear siya. Parang lang, appeared to be lost. So, appears to be lost. Para siyang river. Yung river, minsan parang dry yung mga streams niya. Pero underground, meron pa rin naging flow yung water. So, may mga specific rivers na ganon. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung water underground. So, ganun yung scriptures. Hindi siya na basta-basta napuputol. May mga saintly kings or may mga saintly persons pa rin na nagka-pass down ng mga parampara ng knowledge. Hindi lang siya ganong kalawak katulad ng mga kings before na whole world kailangan alam yung knowledge. So, mag-lay low, tapos ipapasa niya uli or magiging manifest siya uli, parang yung river. Appears to be lost. And ang ganda ng pagkaka-explain ni Prabhupada dito. As it is. Kasi, totoo naman na may mga Bhagavad Gita din. And that Bhagavad Gita, sabi ni Prabhupada, simply a waste of time. Yung ibang Bhagavad Gita, they commented on it, translated it, na wala si Krishna. Na wala yung essence ng Bhagavad Gita. Because ginagawa nilang business. May mga Bhagavad Gita speakers din or lecturers din na ginagawa nilang business yon. Or may sarili silang propaganda. Even in the internet now, pwede nang gamitin yung mga Hindu texts, yung mga scriptures, or specifically the Bhagavad Gita para sa sarili ng purpose. And yung essence ng Bhagavad Gita is wala doon. Just money. Business. Pag author ka, pwede kang gumawa ng sarili mong version, publish ka, ganda mo ng presentation, i-water down mo yung knowledge, mas marami ma-attract, mas marami bibili ng libro, money. Pwede sila maging speaker and ibaba nila yung standard to attract more people kasi hindi ganun taas yung standard or strict yung pag-practice. Hindi mo kailangan intindihin ng todo. It's just like affirmation ng ginagawa mo. You are Arjuna. Yung ibang Bhagavad Gita sabi nila, walang battle of Kurukshetra. Yung battle na yon is our own self. Si Krishna sa si Arjuna, ikaw rin yun. So it's just like impersonalist. So just feeding the ego of human beings. Sabi ni Prabhupada, just a waste of time. And it's just also an offense na tinatanggal mo si Krishna. That's why as it is very important. Kaya si Prabhupada ginawa niyang Bhagavad Gita as it is. Kung paano pinas down ni Krishna ay yung knowledge na yun. And kung paano natin intindihan according sa parampara. Di tayo mag-speculate lang. Text 3. That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend. And can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So, ano qualification para ma-receive natin yung knowledge from Krishna is we have to be a Bhakta or Sakha. Bhakta is a devotee, Sakha is a friend of Krishna. So automatically, kapag devotee ka naman ni Krishna, na dun sa level of friendship. Kasi si Krishna is a person, the way we understand and study si Krishna is very friendly. And si Krishna is very friendly din sa devotees niya. Very reciprocal. So this is the qualification para magkaroon tayo ng privilege. And ganun mo lang maintindihan yung knowledge kapag may ganung relationship ka sa Bhakta kay Krishna. Prabhupada mentioned here, those who are demonic will not be able to understand it. Kahit basa-basahin nila yung Bhagavad Gita or may sarili silang version ng Bhagavad Gita. Kasi they just concoct something. They don't want to build that relationship kay Krishna, sila yung servant, na devotee sila or friend sila ni Krishna. So in practical terms, you could be a friend of Krishna if you want to serve him, lalo na if you want to serve his devotees. If you want to become a devotee. Hindi ka mag-approach basta-basta kay Krishna just for selfish intentions with ulterior motives. Merong chances na mas maintindihan natin yung Krishna consciousness kasi si Krishna, while we are approaching him, he will purify us para mawala rin yung mga ulterior motives na yun. So that's the technique. Even may sarili pa tayong desires, may sarili tayong mga wants, dapat ka pa rin kay Krishna. He will gradually purify us para mas makita natin yung tamang relationship natin kay Krishna. Yung tamang rasa natin or mellow natin sa Kanya. Siya rin yung mag-purify nun. Just like, Prabhu, wala akong gano'n mag-chant. Feeling ko hindi ako ganun ka-pure. Marami pa ako mga sinful activities na ginagawa. Hindi ko pa na-follow yung mga ganitong regulative principles. Hindi pa ako completely na ito yung practice. Ayoko munang mag-chant kasi ayoko maging offensive. Or ayoko munang mag-chant kasi nahihirapan din ako. Actually, yung sagot doon is chant more. Kung wala kang taste sa chanting, nahihirapan ka mag-chant, or hindi pa maganda yung quality ng chanting mo, the solution is to chant more. Then the chanting will help us to advance, to purify ourselves. So, ganun din kay Krishna. Pray ka ba rin kay Krishna? Kausapin mo na siya. Try to worship. Try to still know Him. Kahit di tayo purified. Kahit di tayo pure. Krishna will take care of it. Ganun naman yung intention natin eh. So, just be honest. Parang friends. Diba? Pwede ka mag-open up. Ano nangyayari sa'yo? Kay Krishna, kahit nga walang filter, ito yung nararamdaman mo. Although kahit di mo sabihin sa kanya, alam niya. Pero, yung friendship, meron kayong binibuild na relationship eh. May dealings. May exchanges. Diba? Mag-offer ka sa kanya something. Hindi ka lang hiling ng hiling. So, friendship is two-way. Maganda yung dealing. So, ganun din. Yung intention, pwede mo open up sa kanya lahat. Pwede mo sabihin niya lahat ng desires mo. Pwede kang humingi ng tulong sa kanya. Pwede kang humingi ng advice eh. One good way para marinig mo yung voice ni Krishna. Basta yung Bhagavad Gita. This is Him. This is Him speaking. Yung mga scriptures, either si Krishna mismo yung nagkasalita or mga devotees ni Krishna talking about Krishna's incarnations also. Bhagavad Gita is very specific kasi tinawag siyang the song of God. Kaya Bhagavad Gita, Gita is song. So si Krishna mismo yung nagsalita. And by experience, and I've heard it many times sa mga devotees then, when they have this challenges sa buhay or mga questions, they just open the Bhagavad Gita. Minsan, wala kang hindi linear nila binabasa. Minsan nag-open lang sila verses or just by luck. Bukas sila, pagbasa na ng verse, may sagot si Krishna dun sa tanong nila. Or may advice si Krishna dun sa situation nila. Yes, Krishna is reciprocating. Bhagavad Gita is not just ink and paper. Words talaga ni Krishna to. Or sometimes we just have to hear it from the devotees, the book Bhagavata. Na minsan pag nakinig tayo ng lecture or conversation sa devotees, hindi natin in-open up yun, pero nasagot. Of course, you can always welcome maging friends ng mga devotees. It's a big help sa atin. So kay Krishna and his devotees, we can be friends with them. Meron lang mga guidelines din, of course, para hindi tayo maging familiar, hindi tayo cross dun sa offenses. May etiquette tayong i-follow. How to become friends ni Krishna and sa devotees. This is the guideline para mas maganda yung relationship. So, ang ganda naman sinasabi ni Krishna dito, because you're my friend, you're my devotee. Arjuna said, the sun god Vivashvan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning, you instructed this science to him? Oo nga naman. Halos ka-age niya si Krishna. Tapos sabi ni Krishna, sinabi mo yun sa sun god Vivashvan? That was millions of years ago. Almost billion. Sobrang tagal na. Way senior si Vivashvan sa'yo. So paano mo sa akin na-explain na ikaw yung nagsabi sa kanya? In the purport, when you read it, Prabhupada explained na si Arjuna alam talaga si Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he is very compassionate sa mga tao. He asked this question para sa atin. Paano natin maintindihan na si Krishna yung nagbigay nun? And si Krishna at this time, parang ka-age lang ni Arjuna. Paano natin maintindihan? So from establishing yung parampara, yung lineage ng pagpasa ng knowledge, now, i-establish na rin ni Krishna kung sino siya by the question of Arjuna. Pwede naman talaga explain ni Arjuna yun eh. Pero gusto niya si Krishna mismo yung mag-explain. Kaya siya nagtanong. That's the power of questioning. Conversation flows na mas maganda kapag maganda yung questions. Yung intelligence nga, di ba, na re-reveal pag nagsalita yung isang tao. Lalo na kapag nagtanong siya ng sensible question. Lalo na yung mga ganitong personality. Nagkatanong siya, hindi siya para sa benefit lang niya. Para sa benefit ng humanity. Na pati tayo, after 5,000 years, may benefit na nakukuha because of this question. It will be revealed in this 10th chapter then na alam ni Arjuna yung position ni Krishna. Pero kailangan niya mag-play ng role na hindi niya naiintindihan by the arrangement of Krishna for the sake of the pastime. Hindi siya parang totally hindi niya naiintindihan or foolish talaga siya. He's a devotee nga and a friend of Krishna. A devotee of Krishna like Arjuna is undoubtedly above any misunderstanding of the transcendental position of Krishna. So kaya natin gusto maging devotee, gusto natin maging friend ni Krishna para mas maintindihan natin siya. In that way, mas maintindihan natin yung position natin as a servant, as a devotee. And alam natin kung paano tayo mag-serve kay Krishna. Also, isang purpose na ito, bakit gustong mapag-usapan ni Arjuna yung position ni Krishna is to defy yung mga atheists para ma-establish na si Krishna yung Supreme Personality of Godhead. Na yung words ni Krishna mismo, yung authority, na siya yung nagsabi. Hindi siya yung nagsabi na yung mga devotee lang ni Krishna or friends ni Krishna, siya yung Supreme. No, si Krishna mismo yung nagsabi nun, in-establish niya. So that's the power of his question. Text 5. The personality of Godhead said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. Actually, matagal na magkasama si Arjuna sa si Krishna. In their previous births, sila din si Narayan. So it was being explained by by Krishna kay Arjuna na marami tayong births na magkasama. Pero ako naiintindihan ko ikaw. Ako na tatandaan ko ikaw hindi. That's the distinction ng Supreme Personality of Godhead. Natandaan niya lahat. a-appear siya rito. Hindi siya pinapanganak out of karma. Nagdi-descend siya, nag-i-incarnate siya, nag-a-appear siya. Tayo nag-reincarnate tayo because of karma. Dinadala tayo. Tapos napupunta tayo doon sa bodies na nakakalimutan natin yung mga past lives. So bakit sinasabi ni Krishna na natandaan niya yung pinasa niya kay Vivasvan, papunta yung knowledge dito. And nag-appear siya na parang nawala yung knowledge na yun, appears to be lost. Kaya niya inuulit kay Arjuna. So yung succeeding verses, ito yung reason bakit bumaba si Krishna. And na-establish din na natandaan ni Krishna yung lineage na yon, yung pagpasa niya, kasi siya rin talaga yung pinakamatanda sa lahat. Siya yung pinaka-senior sa lahat. It answers the question ni Arjuna na seniority ni Vivasvan. Siya yung pinaka-nakakatanda. Siya yung nakakatanda by seniority, nakakatanda by memory. So this is the advantage kapag one is a devotee of Krishna. Mas naiintindihan niya. Lalo na kapag one is a friend of Krishna. Nagkakaroon ng personal relationship. The Sakha Bhav. The Sakha Ras. Yung mellow na yon. Krishna have a lot of friends. Yung friends niya, if you read the Krishna book, they have wonderful relationships. Hindi siya in own reverence kay Krishna. Hindi sila own reverence kay Krishna. Nakipaglaro nga sila kay Krishna. Nakipag-wrestling sila kay Krishna. Nag-picnic sila with Krishna. They herd the cows with Krishna. They goof around kay Krishna. Pag natalo dun sa laro, sumasakay sa shoulders ni Krishna. Nagkapatalo si Krishna sa mga games. There was a time si Krishna was in a wrestling match. Tinalo niya yung mga wrestlers. Tinalo niya yung demonic king. By wrestling. Tapos, umakit yung mga friends niya dun sa stadium. Nakipag-wrestling kay Krishna. Tapos, si Krishna tatalo ng mga friends niya. Yung mga tao very bewildered. Teka lang, kakatalo nila lang dun sa mga big wrestlers sa king. Tapos yung mga small friends niya ng mga coward boys, tinatalo siya. That's the mood ni Krishna. Even kay Arjuna. Alam mo ginawa ni Krishna kay Arjuna? Siya yung nag-drive ng chariot. Inutusan siya ni Arjuna. Inutusan siya ng mga devotees niya kung anong dapat gawin. Bhakta Vatsala. Ganun yung relationship ni Krishna. Very reciprocal. Hindi mo na siyang utusan na kailangan gawin and yung mga gusto mo. Si Krishna, pag may friendly relationship, gusto niya mismong ginagawa yon. That's the difference between Krishna as friends and yung treatment ng mga normal or yung mga human beings sa God na inutusan lang nila para mag-provide for them for sense gratification. Yung friends ni Krishna, may reciprocation sila. Very friendly. Sometimes very playful. That's Krishna. Ano yung big evidence na si Krishna is very playful? Our lives. So that is the title of our episode for today, How to Be Krishna's Friend. Paano tayo maging friends ni Krishna? Sinabi ni Krishna yung guidelines and yung way. And paano tayo mag-maintain as friends ni Krishna? We will see that from the devotees, how they live their lives. And don't worry, kasi minsan, yung buhay natin is up and down, phantasmagoric. Ang daming faces, ang daming experiences, or ang daming episodes. It's Krishna's arrangements palagi para mas maging malapit tayo sa Kanya. Hindi ka lang mag-surrender kay Krishna as a person and just pray na nakaluhod. Actually, kailangan mong maging friends kay Krishna. Build that wonderful relationship. You will feel His love much better, much more.